You're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network, the home of Beacon Athletics.
Rebound, Schwieger! Valpo fans are going crazy!
Oh, he's going to do
Schwieger,
something with that. Wow! Wow!
From the last-second touchdown to the game-winning home run play, the Valpo Sports Radio Network brings you every game for the Beacons.
It goes to Ernest. Ernest has a lane. She lays it up in. The bullet! The bullet! Leah Ernest with the buzzer beater layup! Oh my goodness! Leah Ernest gives the Beacons the victory!
On air at 95.1 FM and streaming live at WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at Seflu Arena on the campus of Illinois State for this afternoon's women's basketball conference matchup featuring the visiting team on the scoreboard, the 5-17 Valparaiso Beacons. We're coached by Mary Evans, who is in her 5th official season as the head coach of the Beacons, and the the home team, the 15-8 Illinois State Redbirds, who are coached by Kristen Gillespie, who is in her 7th season as the head coach of the Redbirds. Hello once again, everyone. I'm Noah Godso, and we are about 15 minutes away from tip-off. And now we start with the Northwest Health Women's Basketball pregame show here on the Valpo Sports Radio Network. WVUR The Source, 95.1, streaming on YouTube. Let's start by discussing the Beacons' last game against Bradley. Valpo never trailed Thursday evening at Bradley, shooting 81.8% in the first quarter to get out to a 12-point lead and rolling from there to a 68-50 victory to complete a season sweep of the Braves. Leah Ernest led the Beacons with 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Nevaeh Jackson added 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting, 4 steals, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. We'd like to remind you that the Valpo Women's Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Royal Excursion, Northwest Health, IBEW, Lakeshore, First Source Bank, and once again, you're listening to the Northwest Health Women's Basketball pregame show on the Valpo Sports Radio Network. Let's talk about some of the key takeaways from the Beacons game against Bradley on Thursday. Valpo was hot from the start as they shot 3 for 4 from 3 in that first quarter, shot over 80% in that first quarter as well. The offense was clicking early in that one, and they never looked back. Defense was strong, containing the interior overall, which has been a problem for the Beacons overall. Won the rebounding battle by over 10 in that game as well. Going over the series between the Beacons and Redbirds, Illinois State leads the all-time series over Valpo 12-4, including wins in each of the last 5 matchups. In this season's first meeting, Nevaeh Jackson exploded for a 17-point second quarter to help Valpo to a 37-35 lead at intermission before the Redbirds outscored the Beacons 21-12 in the third quarter on their way to a 77-68 win. Leah Ernest led Valpo in the game with 20 points and 10 rebounds, while Jackson finished with a season high of 19 points. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we'll talk more about the Beacons and Redbirds, keys to the game, starting lineups, and the tip-off of this contest will follow after. So stay tuned. You're listening to the home of Valparaiso Women's Beacon Basketball here on the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
When you need trusted electrical professionals, who do you turn to? Powering America's team of NECA and IBEW contractors can help. All of our electricians have 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training to ensure the safety of your home or business electrical system. Licensed, bonded, and insured, drug-tested, and background checked. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org for a complete list of contractors, experts in residential, commercial, industrial, voice, data, video, and renewable energy projects. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org. Safely powering Northwest Indiana.
Preferred 4-1 over any other orthopedic practice in the region, Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute offers the specialized bone, joint, and muscle care needed to keep you in motion. Our world-class providers serve as the official team physicians for Valparaiso University, and we have proudly delivered specialized, experienced care throughout Northwest Indiana for more than 50 years. To learn more about Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute, visit lbji.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshments, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to SEPCO Arena here on the campus of Illinois State University. And we are back for the Valpo women's basketball pregame show. I'm Noah Godsell here on the call for this game today on YouTube. But let's take a look into the Valley and some of today's games, which are brought to you by IBEW, the powering team of Northwest Indiana. Southern Illinois and Indiana State are already wrapped up. Southern Illinois getting the 10-point victory, 80-70 against Indiana State, bouncing back strong from their overtime loss against Evansville. And UIC currently leading Bradley 57-39 with 6:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Missouri State leading Evansville 70-56 with a minute 52 left in the game. And Murray State leading Northern Iowa 87-83 at home. Valpo will facing off against Illinois State, and then Drake is going to be in Nashville to face off against Belmont, a battle of the top two in the Missouri Valley Conference women's basketball standings. As Drake currently in first place at 12-1 in conference, Belmont right behind them at 11-2. Missouri State in third at 10-3, and a little bit of a gap after that. And Murray State and Illinois State tied up, and UNI tied up at 8-5, but that will be broken once the Murray State and Northern Iowa game comes to a close. UIC at 7-6, and Valpo right behind them at 4-9. Indiana State after the loss today at 4-10. And Southern Illinois at 3-11. Bradley and Evansville tied at the bottom at 2-11. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, which are sponsored by Royal Excursion, the travel partners of Valpo Athletics. For Valpo, the biggest key for them is slowing down Deanna Wilson. She was a problem against the Beacons last time out, getting to the foul line quite a bit, just outsizing the smaller Beacons lineup. She has a knack for drawing fouls and finishing at the rim. Valpo really needs to focus on that. And Illinois State still has a lot of capable scorers beyond that, but Wilson was the biggest issue for the Beacons. And for Illinois State, you just need to limit the three-point shot. Once again, I feel like the keys are almost the same every single game, but if Valpo wants to win this game, they need to be hitting their threes. As we'll go down to the court for the national anthem of this game and the starting lineups.
Sportsmanship and fair play are subject to ejection, and your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SEPCO Arena for today's conference matchup between the Beacons of Valparaiso and your Illinois State Redbirds. Fans, right now, if you please stand and rise, move your hands and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem, performed today by the Sunshine Choir from Trinity Lutheran School, directed by April Myers.
That was the national anthem for today's game. As let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Valparaiso Beacons. The typical starting lineup that we've had the past couple of games. Number 3, Ava Interante. Number 11, Nevaeh Jackson. Number 12, Sanaya Jackson. Number 21, Layla Gold. And number 22, Leah Ernest. And that's going to be the Beacons women's basketball starting lineup for today. And for Illinois State, they're also rocking with their typical starting lineup: Shannon Dowell, Abby Alsma, Maya Wong, Deanna Wilson, and Kate Bullman. As we're live here at Sefco Arena, I'm Noah Godsell for this conference women's basketball matchup between the Beacons and the Redbirds. Sefco Arena, beautiful place. Took a little walk before the game. Is a very interesting roof, I've noticed. A canvas roof. You can see the sunlight kind of peeking through. But the Illinois State faithful show up strong, as pretty good attendance overall here at Sefco Arena. And a lot of history in this stadium as well. Taking a walk around the concourse, seeing all of the former stars that have played for Illinois State. But taking a look at Illinois State on the season, they're averaging 74.6 points per game, 38.1 rebounds per game, and 13.8 assists per game as well. They take care of the ball pretty well, averaging just over 15 turnovers per game, and they're led by Deanna Wilson, who averages 15.5 points per game. But beyond Wilson, Maya Wong averaging 11.8, and a lot of other capable scorers. Kate Bowman, a 30% three-point shooter, 6'2", averages 8.3 rebounds per game. As rebounding can prove to be a big problem for the Beacons today. It was the last time these two teams faced off. As we're hearing the Illinois State starting lineup here in the stadium. But last time out, Valpo was successful on the glass, but a much more talented Illinois State team that these teams are facing off against. Is shout out to the listeners in the chat. Shout out to Josh. Hopefully we can hear a lot of you betchas today. As a question from the chat, who's Josh, Noah? Josh is my fellow ticket intern. It's Women in Sports Day today here at Illinois State, and multiple WNBA players announcing the starting lineup for the Redbirds today.
My name is Courtney Vanderslip. I'm the point guard for the New York Liberty. Starting at point guard, a 5'8" senior from Normal, Illinois, number 12, Maya Wong.
As with the clips taking a little bit longer than usual.
Starting at forward, a 6'2" senior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 24, Deanna.
The starting lineups have officially been completed and announced. As taking a look at what practices have looked like in the past day or so, energy has been good at shoot-around today. The players were shooting pretty well. Obviously, that needs to translate well to the game. And on the season, they're shooting 31.2% from three, and that number was much, much lower at one point, maybe at around 28%. But Valpo up for a big challenge today. 3 of their 5 wins on the season have come on the road. The Illinois State only 1 loss at home this season. Almost picked up their second home loss against UIC on Thursday. Illinois State ended the game on a 13-0 run to come back and win that game 64-61 against UIC. A question from Sarah saying, are they going to put Beacon and Lewis today? No, they will not. Beacon and Lewis are in Valparaiso, not Normal, Illinois. As the teams take the court, it's going to be Wilson and Ernest to do the tip-off. Scratch that, Bullman and Ernest. The crowd getting fired up for the start of this one. Valpo coming off of a conference win. Let's see if they can pick up 2 in a row. The toughest opponent the Beacons have faced in quite a while, but had a close one against Illinois State at the Arc earlier in the season. Only lost that one by 9. As the tip-off is up, and Ernest taps it to Ava Interante as she crosses half court. Interante moving to the right side, hands off to Ernest. Ernest keeping it on the right wing, swung over to Sanaya Jackson on the left wing. Looking inside, nothing there, gets to Nevaeh. Now, Interante pump fake in the corner, will now drive baseline on Wong. Stops, spins. She puts a shot up over Wong, that's no good, rebounded by Bowman. Just a little strong on the touch, a good look for Interante. As Dowell has in the corner, skip pass all the way over to Alsma. She puts up a 3, that's no good. Rebounded by Nevaeh Jackson. Interante crosses half court, gets it to Ernest pushing the pace. Stops on the baseline, back out to Interante. Nevaeh Jackson, top the key, sets up the offense. Jackson picks up the dribble, has to pass it. Gets it to Interante, open look from the left lane, pump fake, goes by Wong. Stop, passes back out Nevaeh Jackson, she pump fakes, now driving in. Loses her dribble, thrown to the corner, picked up by Gold. Gold driving inside, back up to Nevaeh. Now Ernest will put up a 3 from the top of the key, you betcha! Ernest knocks down the 3 from the top of the key. 3-0 Beacons, 8:50 left in the first quarter. Alsma has the ball top of the key. The pass is stolen by Ernest. She's on the fast break. Goes up with the left hand. She's fouled. Can't get the shot to fall, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. A quick start for the Beacons as Ernest will go to the line to make it a 5-0 Beacons lead. Wishful thinking as Ernest is a 69% free throw shooter. Question from listeners, am I wearing my banana suit today? I'm not wearing my banana suit, I'm wearing a striped polo. As Ernest's first free throw is up and good. As Ernest set to take her second free throw. She has all the Beacons' points so far today. As the second free throw is good for Ernest, make it 5-0 Valpo. Wong will take it up the court for the Redbirds. Wong crosses half court. Moves it over to Dowell. Dowell back to Wong. Wong finds Bowman right wing. Looking inside to Wilson. She's double teamed. The pass is knocked away by the Beacons. Sanaya Jackson picks it up. Interante crosses half court. Stops top the key, will reset the offense. Nevaeh Jackson on the right wing. Moving back towards the middle of the court. Finds Interante on the left wing. Interante puts up a 3 from the left wing. You betcha! Ava Interante from 3 feet behind the three-point line. 8-0 Valpo. Wong crosses half court, middle of the court. Handoff Bowman. Bowman stops on the elbow, kicks back out to Dowell on the right wing. Dowell puts the ball on the floor, driving baseline Nevaeh Jackson. Goes under the hoop, skip pass out to Alsma. Alsma moves it to the middle of the court, driving in on Sanaya Jackson, kicks back out to Bowman right wing. Crosses over, goes up with the right hand, and it's blocked by Gold. Rebounded by Ernest. Ernest pushing the pace. Ernest crosses over, going on the left side, goes up with the left hand, and she's fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2 more. A quick start for the Beacons. It's 8-0 with 7:41 left to go in the first quarter, and Ernest is at the line to shoot 2. As Molly Lenz will check into the game for the first time today. She'll get Maya Wong. Lots of depth for Illinois State. The most notable, Carolyn Waite, averaging 7.8 points per game off the bench as Ernest knocks down the first. Waite, a transfer from Bradley, and a 37.3% three-point shooter. Waite, a former freshman of the year in the Valley, as Ernest's second free throw is good, make it 10-0 Valpo. Lenz will cross half court on the near side, has it on the left wing. Moving to the right side, looking inside to Wilson, will get it to Dowell. Now a high-low action, skip pass out to Alsma on the right wing. Alsma driving in at Interante, she loses control of it, and it's in the control of Sanaya Jackson. Interante pushing the pace, finds Ernest. Ernest in the corner, drives baseline, stops, turns around, finds Interante, pump fake. Driving middle, stops at the free throw line, is fouled by Lenz. That's the third foul on Illinois State. And Carolyn Waite will check into the game. She'll pick up Abby Alsma. Interante will pass it in. Interante throws it out to Gold on the left wing. Gets it back to Interante, top of the key. Pass fake, finds Ernest right wing. Jabs, pump fake, crosses over, backing it on Bowman. Stops, turns, goes up with the right hand. She's blocked by Bowman, rebounded by Sanaya Jackson. Nevaeh Jackson finds Interante, top the key. Back to Nevaeh Jackson, left wing. 3 on the shot clock. Nevaeh Jackson puts up a shot from the right wing. You betcha! Nevaeh Jackson, a desperation heave, goes in 13-0 Valpo. Len stops top the key, handoff Bowman. Bowman to Waite, right wing. Waite puts the ball on the floor, picks it up. She's in trouble. Has to pass it to a teammate. There's nothing there. And a timeout is called by Kristen Gillespie. Great defense and offense from the Beacons. It's 13-0 Valpo. We'll take a break and be right back from Van Wagen's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Preferred 4-1 over any other orthopedic practice in the region, Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute offers the specialized bone, joint, and muscle care needed to keep you in motion. Our world-class providers serve as the official team physicians for Valparaiso University, and we have proudly delivered specialized, experienced care throughout Northwest Indiana for more than 50 years. To learn more about Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute, visit lbji.com.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning jumbo wings, bigger beers, and better food and drink values all week long. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. We're so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily lunch food and drink specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub at 501 North Silhavy in Valparaiso and online at wingsetc.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing: chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. Valpo leads this one 13-0 with 6:38 left in the first quarter. 13 points is a big lead, but there is tons and tons of time left in this game. Illinois State, a team that can get hot very, very fast. As taking a look at the stat sheet early in this one, Valpo 3 for 5 from the field, 3 for 3 from 3. And Ernest 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She has 7 points in this game already. Nevaeh Jackson with 3 and Ava Interante with 3 as well. Valpo doing well on the glass. 3 rebounds compared to Illinois State's 1. They're 0 for 2 as Valpo has already forced 3 turnovers on Illinois State. Also Valpo with a block courtesy of Layla Gold. She's averaging 1 per game, and that all started against Indiana State. 4 blocks against Indiana State and 6 against Evansville, as Illinois State already trying to use the bench, as Deja Smith will check in for the first time today for Illinois State. There's some Illinois State parachutes coming down from the ceiling as the pass goes in the lens. She's on the right wing, handoff to Waite. Waite to Smith. Smith left wing, pump fake. Bounce pass in to Wilson. Wilson going in on Gold, and she's fouled. As Coach Kristen Gillespie not happy with her team, as the foul will go to Gold. And Wilson go to the line to shoot 2. Wilson shot double-digit free throws against the Beacons last time. Is this going to be her first 2 today? As Wilson's first free throw is short and no good. So still 13-0, and Wilson trying to put her team on the board, and she does off the front rim and in. 13-1 Valpo, 6:30 left in the first quarter. Interante handoff Nevaeh Jackson. Jackson on the right wing, passes to her sister on the left wing. Back to Nevaeh on the right wing, pump fake. Still holding the ball to Sanaya top the key. She pump fakes, still holding the ball. Finds Nevaeh on the right wing. 8 on the shot clock. Nothing there for the Beacons. Nevaeh driving inside, gets it to Ernest on the left wing. She pump fakes. She has to put up a step back jumper. No, passes Nevaeh. She puts up a deep 3. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. can't make 2 of those desperation threes in a row. That would have been a little wild. Lenz drives in, passes to Smith in the corner. Thrown inside to Wilson. Wilson has a one-on-one, spins, goes up on Ernest and gets it to go with the right hand. Interante crosses half quarters. It's 13-3 Valpo. Interante top the key, pump fake. This pass goes to Ernest, right wing. Bowman guarding her tightly. Ernest to Interante on the left wing. And now Sinai Jackson will put up a 3 from the right wing. That's no good, rebounded by Bowman. The offense for the Beacons has become stagnant. There's no good looks since the media timeout. Now Bowman would have a deep 3 from top the key. That's short, no good, rebounded by Nevaeh Jackson. Coach Evans not happy with her team's offense. As Interante drives down the right lane and is fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2. Waite's going to get charged with the foul. Interante got a step past Waite. So Interante will shoot 2 at the line. Still 13-3 Valpo. As Interante will go to the line to shoot 2. On the season, Interante a 78.1% free throw shooter. As Interante will knock down the first. 14-3 Valpo. 5:05 left to go in the first quarter. Interante's second free throw is off the side of the rim and in. 15-3. Valpo leads. 6 for 6 from the line for the team. Valpo is leading 15-3. As the pass goes into Wilson, it's knocked free. And now Wilson will go to the hoop on Gold. That's blocked by Gold and rebounded by Gold. Ernest will push the pace. She crosses half court, stops on the right wing to Interante in the corner. Now moving to the middle. She falls to the floor, picks up the ball, and Ernest kicks it out to the corner, back to Ernest. Ernest on the right wing finds Nevaeh Jackson top of the key. Gold finds Sanaya in the corner. Sanaya drives baseline, stops, turns around. Out to Interante on the wing. Now Nevaeh Jackson is going to drive, but an offensive foul is going to be called on Layla Gold. That's her second. As Jill Harris will check into the game for the Beacons along with Ella Van Welden, as Gold just picked up her second. Still 15-3 Valpo. Really slowing down since that media timeout. Valpo is winning 15-3. As Smith will put up a 3 from the corner, that's good. Deja Smith was left wide open in the corner, and she knocks it home. Harris hands off to Nevaeh Jackson. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Sanaya Jackson on the left wing finds Ernest. She drives baseline. Ernest stops on the baseline. It's knocked free and out of bounds off of Bowman. Valpo started out the game on a 13-0 run. It's very much slowed down since. This Valpo offense has slowed down. No field goals in the last 3 minutes. Pass goes into Van Welden. She's on the left wing. Gets to Sanaya Jackson. Now to Jill Harris top the key. Well, she'll set up the offense with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harris puts the ball on the floor. Finds Ernest in the corner. She steps out of bounds. The first turnover for the Beacons today. As Lenz will take it up the court for the Redbirds. She crosses half court. She's on the left wing. Will set up the offense. Kicks to Smith. Smith to Wong. Wong looking inside, back to Smith, left wing. Top the key, Bowman. Bowman looking inside, thrown in the corner, Lenz. Lenz to Smith. Smith driving in from the left wing, and she's fouled. Will go down to the ground. Sanaya Jackson will get called for the foul. That's the third foul on the Beacons in the first quarter. Wilson will pass it in for the Redbirds. 3:33 left. Lenz gets the pass. Resets at the top of the key. Into the corner, Smith. She puts up a contested 3. That's off the side of the backboard. Gets her offensive rebound, and she's fouled by Van Welden from behind. Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. As the ref says, Van Welden gave a push from behind when her arms were both straight in the air. Deja Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Deja Smith on the season, a 75.9% free throw shooter. Her first free throw is no good. Touched all parts of the rim and went out. As Smith will shoot one more to make it a 8-point game as her free throw is good. Valpo still leads 15-7. Harris crosses half court. She's at the top of the key. Hands off to Brown, who just checked into the game for the first time today. Van Welden, right wing. Van Welden moves it back to the middle of the court, passes to Harris. Harris passes to Sinai Jackson, but it's knocked out of bounds by Kate Bowman. 3:13 left to go in the first quarter. Valpo leads 15-7. Brown top of the key with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Passes to Nevaeh Jackson, left wing. Jackson commanding the offense. Drives in on Smith. Stops, turns, goes up with the right hand and gets it to fall. Nevaeh Jackson with a touch at the rim. 17-7 Valpo. Smith right wing. To Bowman. Bowman out of the corner. Wong has an open look. She puts it up and that's good. 17-10. Valpo still leading. Falling apart from the beginning of the game, but hard to have a better start than Valpo did. Harris driving in on Wong, stops on the block, steps through on Wong, picks it up with the left hand and gets it to fall. As the ref says, it was a flop as Wong went to the ground. 19-10 Valpo. 2:25 left in the first quarter. Thrown to Wilson on the right elbow. Going in on Jackson. She has a wide open lane that's blocked by Van Welden and a foul is called. So Van Welden's second foul. That's the 5th foul on Valpo. As checking in is Brooke Coffey for the Redbirds. She'll get Kate Bowman. And Gold will check back into the game with 2 fouls. Valpo needs the size on the court with Deanna Wilson in the game. As Wilson has 3 points on the game so far. She'll shoot 2 at the line. Wilson went 1 for 2 on her first trip of the day. So her first free throw is off the front rim, off the backboard and in. Wilson, a 5th-year senior from St. Louis, Missouri, leads the Redbirds in scoring as she makes her second free throw. And Abby Alsma will check in for Molly Lenz. And Harris will take the ball up the court for the Beacons as they lead 19-12. Harris to Nevaeh Jackson on the left wing to Gold. Gold on the right wing puts the ball on the floor. Back out to Brown on the right corner. Puts the ball on the floor. Stops on the elbow. Kicks out Sanaya Jackson for 3. That's off the front rim. No good. Alsma takes the ball up the court. Finds Coffey top the key. Swings it to Wong on the left wing. Wong driving, stops at the free throw line. Back out to Coffey. Pump fake. Looking inside. Skip past to the opposite corner. Alsma. Now to Lenz. She drives middle. Pull up jumper. She's fouled from behind. Nevaeh Jackson called for the foul. That's going to be her first. And Lenz will go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be the 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the Redbirds. Valpo started out this game winning 13-0. And now this could be down to a 5-point game. Lenz first free throw gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim. Lenz, a 73% free throw shooter, a freshman from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Averages 3.4 points per game as she makes the second free throw. Pass goes into Harris. Harris crosses half court. Valpo leads 19-14. Harris at the top of the key finds Nevaeh Jackson on the left wing. Jackson to Brown, top of the key, jabs. Into the corner, Harris. Harris driving in on Wong. Stops under the hoop. Has to kick it out. Finds Sanaya Jackson. She drives in on Wilson, kick out to Gold. Now Brown, a deep 3 from the right wing. You betcha! Olivia Brown. 3rd in the conference in 3-point percentage. And she makes her first one of the day. 22-14 Valpo. Lenz on the right wing. Back to Wong, top the key. Resetting to Coffey, right wing. Skip pass to Alsma. Alsma puts up a 3 from the near corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Harris. Harris will take it up the court on the far side. Coach Evans saying 1 shot. wants to milk as much of the clock as possible. Doesn't want to go for a 2-for-1 as goes against her team's MO. Slow and methodical. Brown top the key, pass fake. Looking inside, going in on Lenz, stops, kicks out to Gold in the corner. Gold drives baseline, kick out Nevaeh. Nevaeh puts up a 3, that's off the back rim, no good. Rebounded Alsma, she's pushing the pace. Alsma turns around, gets it to Wong. A good look for Jackson, but just strong. Nevaeh Jackson 1 for 3 on the game so far. Wong on the left wing, and an off-ball foul called on Sanaya Jackson, and Wilson will go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be her 5th and 6th attempts of the first quarter. Sanaya Jackson's second foul. As Illinois State living and dying by the free throw. It's going to be their 9th and 10th attempts of the first quarter. Wilson's first free throw is good. Wilson, coming into today, has had 113 free throw attempts. The second free throw is good for Wilson. Valpo has 6.9 seconds to score. 22-16 Valpo. Pass goes into Harris. Harris will push the pace. She crosses half court. Going down the right side, stops, turns around, finds Brown. She pump fakes, now finds Gold. She puts it up from the left wing to end the quarter. That's just short. A good look for Valpo to end the quarter, but they lead 22-16. We're going to take a break and be right back for the start of the second quarter from Van Wagner's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
we really are trying to create this homestead.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com, castrac.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number one, stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURthesource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena here on the campus of Illinois State University as Valpo started out this game on a 13-0 run. It's now 22-16. Valpo is winning this game after 10 minutes of basketball. 6 of 14 in that first quarter, 4 for 9 from 3, cooled off towards the end. They started out 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Nevaeh Jackson making a 3, Interante making a 3, Ernest making a 3, and Olivia Brown knocking in a 3 as well. Leading the way in scoring is Leah Ernest with 7 points. Eva Interante has 5, and Nevaeh Jackson's 5. Harris adding 2, and Brown with 3 points as well. Interante leading the team in plus minus at 12 on the game. Leading the way for Illinois State is Deanna Wilson with 7 points, 5 of those points coming from the free throw line. But overall, Valpo scoring 8 points off of turnovers, 4 points in the paint, 3 second chance points, 4 fast break points, and 5 bench points as well, limiting Illinois State to 2 points in the paint, which was a big issue for the Beacons last time out. Gotta stay out of foul trouble, as Valpo had 7 fouls in that first quarter and allowed Illinois State to shoot 10 free throws. Half of their points have come from the free throw line. Question from the chat, can I sing a little something? No. Bullman will pass it into Wong. Wong hands off Alsma. Alsma to Dowell. Dowell drives down the right side of the paint, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to fall, rebounded by Ernest. Ernest to Harris. Harris crosses half court in the middle, and she slows it down. Coach Evans wants her team to set up. Now Ernest will have it left wing. Looking inside, now driving in on Dowell. Crosses over to Harris on the free throw line. She drives on the left side of the paint and loses it. Knocked free by Wong. Coach Evans wants a foul, no call. Wong driving down the middle, finds Dowell. Now Bullman pump fakes on the left wing. Now the right wing, Alsma. Alsma drives middle, stops at the free throw line, kicks back out to Bullman. Bullman stops top the key, hands off to Alsma, now to Dowell. And a travel is going to be called on Dowell on the left wing. Move to the feet before putting the ball on the floor. As Valpo had a good look. Harris just lost the handle of the ball last time, and they want to do the same thing. 22-16, Valpo still leading, 9 minutes left in the half. Ernest left wing, driving down the middle. At the free throw line, now the block. Goes up with the right hand over Bullman, no good. Wilson with the rebound. Wong crosses half court on the far side, then moving to the left wing. Thrown inside to Wilson. Wilson, double team, puts it up with the right hand, no good, rebounded by Nevaeh Jackson. Harris crosses half court, she's on the left wing. To Ernest on the right wing, pump fake, into the corner, Gold. Gold puts the ball on the floor, passes to Brown, top the key. Driving on Alsma, kick back out to Harris. Pump fake from the left wing, she can't commit. 5 on the shot clock. Brown pump fake at the left wing, stops, turns around, finds Nevaeh Jackson. 3 on the shot clock. She finds Harris. She puts up a deep 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Another bad look for the Beacons. Wong top of the key. Skip pass to Dowell. Dowell pass to Bullman. Bullman top of the key, back to Dowell. Dowell on the left wing, drives middle. Goes up on Harris, finds Wilson. Wilson has a wide open layup, she doesn't make it. Wilson's best look of the day is no good. And Ernest will go in with the right hand and make it on the fast break. Coach Evans wants a foul, but Ernest still makes the layup. 24-16 Beacons. Left wing Dowell. Dowell driving in on Nevaeh Jackson, kicks it to Wong from the right wing for 3, that's good. Maya Wong, the local, a 49.3% three-point shooter. Ernest to Brown, top the key, jabs. Now driving in on Alsma. Brown stops on the block, back to Ernest. Valpo leading by 5. Wide open look for Gold from the right corner. That's strong off the back rim. It was a very, very good look for Layla Gold. 7 minutes left to go, thrown inside to Wilson. There's nothing there. It's going to be Valpo ball. Olivia Brown and Nevaeh Jackson check out of the game, as Sanaya Jackson and Emma Teka check in, along with Ava and Tarante. And Ernest will pass it into Interante, and she'll take it up the court. Crossing half court is Interante. She's on the right wing. Looking inside to Sanaya Jackson. She goes up with the right hand and is fouled by Dowell. Sanaya Jackson will go to the line to shoot 2. A great play set up on the cut to the hoop. And Sanaya Jackson was wide open. Dowell had nothing to do but foul. Deja Smith checks into the game for the Redbirds, and Sanaya Jackson will shoot 2. Jackson, a 57.7% free throw shooter. First free throw is no good for Jackson. Jackson looking to convert the second half of free throw attempts. She makes it. So make it 25-19 Valpo. As Waite is into the game for the Redbirds, but Wilson has it near the Redbird logo at half court. As Wong goes in, passes out to Smith. Smith driving in on Teka, goes up with the right hand off the back rim and in. So make it 25-21. Valpo only leading by 4. Their smallest lead since the middle of the first quarter. Ernest driving in on Wilson, kicks out to the corner, Sanaya Jackson. Jackson driving in on Smith, and a charge is called on Sanaya Jackson. As Sanaya's going to pick up her second foul. Coach Evans not happy with the foul call. So we have 6:05 left to go in the second quarter. And what was a 13-point Valpo lead is now down to 4. Wong will take it up the court. She crosses half court in the middle of the floor, moving to the left wing. Pass to Smith. Smith driving in on Gold, stops, and now to Waite. Waite, an open look from the left wing is no good, rebounded by Ernest. Ernest will take it up the court for the Beacons. Stops at the top of the key, crossover, blows by Maya Wong, goes up with the right hand and gets it to fall. A beautiful play by Leah Ernest. Wong does have one foul today, trying to avoid her second. Waite, another open look from the right wing, that's no good. Ernest with the rebound, she's pushing the pace. Crosses half court, going down the middle on Wong, goes up with the right hand, she's fouled and will make the shot. Count the basket. Leah Ernest with the end one, she'll go to the line to shoot one more. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Lenz and Bowman will check in for the Redbirds. It's 27-21 Valpo. There's a second foul of the quarter on the Redbirds, and Ernest will shoot one. Her free throw is up and no good. As Lenz will cross half court at the middle of the floor. Moving to the left wing. Now to Bowman. Bowman top the key, finds Waite left wing. Waite looking inside, nothing there. Passes to Coffey. Coffey to Lenz. Lenz on the right wing. Crosses over, driving in on Gold. Back out to Coffey. She puts up a three, that's good. Interante pushing the pace, crosses half court. She's on the right wing. Driving in on Lenz, slows it down. Back out to Nevaeh Jackson. 29-24 Valpo. Gold at the top of the key. Finds Nevaeh Jackson. Almost loses control. Driving in on Smith. Goes up with the right hand. It's tipped by Smith, and it's rebounded by Coffey. Lenz crosses half court. Coffey top the key, looking inside. Finds Bowman. Bowman kicks out to Smith. Smith puts up a three from the right wing. That's no good. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Valpo ball as Coffey is called for a foul from behind. 4:21 left to go. We have a media timeout on the floor. Valpo leading 29-24 over the Illinois State Redbirds. We'll be right back from Van Wegmans Valpo Sports Radio Network.
On WV.
Hey, you! Don't do it. Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number one stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
Preferred 4-1 over any other orthopedic practice in the region, Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute offers the specialized bone, joint, and muscle care needed to keep you in motion. Our world-class providers serve as the official team physicians for Valparaiso University, and we have proudly delivered specialized, experienced care throughout Northwest Indiana for more than 50 years. To learn more about Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute, visit lbji.com.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURthesource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Hey Valpo sports fans, Wings Etc. Grill and Pub located at 501 North Silhavy and East Chicago Street has lunch specials featuring wings, burgers, wraps, rib tips, and more at amazing lunch prices. Weekdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop by and visit them today. Can't dine in? Order online at togo.wingsetc.com. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub, Valparaiso. And as I mentioned last game, I like to ask, what is everyone's favorite sauce to put on their wings? I'd love to hear in the chat. But Valpo leading Illinois State 29-24 going into this media timeout with 4:21 left in the second quarter and half. Taking a look at the stat sheet, leading the way for the Beacons, Leah Ernest with 13 points on 4 for 8 shooting, 4 rebounds, no assists, 1 turnover, and a steal for Leah Ernest. Leading the way for Illinois State, Deanna Wilson with 7 points. Maya Wong right behind her with 6, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc for Maya Wong. Valpo so far in this second quarter, 3 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. They're at 36.4% from the three-point line on the game. And Illinois State, exact same from beyond the arc, 36.4% from beyond the three-point line, also 4 for 11. Valpo still staying strong with the paint defense, only 4 points in the paint for Illinois State. Deanna Smith, only 1 field goal made, just 5 free throws made for her. As both teams go back to the court, and Ernest will pass it in to Interante. Interante hands it off to Nevaeh Jackson on the right wing. See what Coach Evans gave her team in the media timeout. Ernest right wing, Bowman guarding, and Ernest will travel. Ernest moving the feet before she put the ball on the floor. That's the 5th turnover for the Beacons on the game. Lenz will take it up the court for the Redbirds. Lenz up the middle of the court, moves it to the left wing. Still with the dribble, passes to Smith. Smith top of the key, looking inside, nothing there. Moving to the right side, thrown inside to Bowman. Bowman lays it up with the right hand. As Ernest has the ball on the fast break, stops, kicks out to Interante, wide open look from the right wing for 3. That's short and rebounded by Waite. Waite to Lenz. 29-26, Valpo leading. Illinois State looking to tie or cut it to a 1-point deficit. Coffey top the key, swung to Waite left wing. Waite driving in on Ernest, and Ernest falls to the floor, and Waite knocks down the mid-range jumper. As Coach Evans wants a push-off call, as it's now a 1-point game. Valpo has led the entire way here, as it's a 7-0 Illinois State run. Interante picks up her dribble, finds Gold at the top of the key. Gold to Nevaeh Jackson in the corner. Now driving middle, stops at the free throw line. Gold right wing. Ernest will put up a 3 from the right wing. You betcha! Leah Ernest, 16 points on the game. 32-28 Valpo. Lenz crosses half court in the middle of the floor as Deanna Wilson set the check back in for the Redbirds. Coffey looking inside. Now skip past to Lenz, and running into each other in the air is Interante and Lenz, and the foul will be called on Ava Interante. That's the second team foul. Ava Interante's first. As Deanna Wilson checks back in for the Redbirds. As Lenz will pass it in. Bounce pass to Bowman. Bowman to the right wing, Smith. Smith drives baseline, goes behind the back. Goes up on Nevaeh. Jackson can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Ernest. Great defense by Jackson. Interante pushing the pace. Goes on the right side, stops. Bounce pass to Gold. Gold to Ernest. Ernest to Nevaeh Jackson in the corner. Jackson crossover, drives baseline, spins. She's double teamed. It's knocked free, and a travel is called on Nevaeh Jackson. Jackson got double teamed on the block and panicked, shuffled the feet. Valpo still leads 32-28, 2:25 left in the first half. Lenz crosses half court, she's at top of the key. Bowman left wing just inside the 3-point line. Bowman bounce pass inside to Wilson. Wilson goes up on Gold. That's no good, but a foul is called on Layla Gold. Coach Evans not happy with the foul call. as Wilson will go to the line to shoot her 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the first half. Van Welden will check back in for the Beacons. Wilson will shoot 2. Her first one is good. Wilson now 6 for 7 from the three-point line on the day. Wilson's second free throw is off the back rim, no good. And it's knocked free and rebounded by Smith. Wilson has the top of the key. Ernest had it on her fingertips, but it was knocked out, and Illinois State will keep the ball. Lenz left wing looking inside. Now will drive. Driving in on Ernest, stops on the block. Kicked out to Bowman for 3. That's good. As Illinois State has tied this game at 32. Nevaeh Jackson drives baseline, stops. Back out to Interante left wing. Pump fake to Ernest. Ernest top the key, puts the ball on the floor to Teka right wing. Ernest left wing, pump fake. Drives in on Smith, goes up with the right hand, no good, offensive rebound, Ernest, she's fouled, gets the shot to fall. And one, Leah Ernest. She has 18 points. Foul goes on Deja Smith, the 4th foul of the quarter on Illinois State. Ernest up the line to shoot 1. Her free throw is up and good. Nothing but net for Leah Ernest as Harris will check in for Interante. Valpo back up by 3. Lenz will cross half court. Raven Ray Redmond set to check in for the first time today. Wilson on the right elbow to Smith. Smith on the right wing, had an open look, doesn't take it. Bowman top the key out to Lenz left wing. Lenz looking inside, nothing there. Now an open look for Alsma for 3. That's off the back rim. Offensive rebound for Wilson. Wilson going inside, kicked out to Bowman. Bowman to Lenz, now Alsma right wing. She shuffles the feet, no travel call. Mid-range jumper for Wilson, air ball. Rebounded by Ernest. Coach Evans saying slow it down. 35-32 Valpo after the Wilson miss. As Valpo's still yet to move on the offensive end. 10 on the shot clock, now they go. Ernest, top the key, driving in on Wilson, crosses over, spins, goes up with the right hand, she's blocked by Wilson. Coach Evans wants a foul. Alsma, right wing to Lenz. Ernest slow to get back, but she gets back on the defensive end now. 25 left to go, 5 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Smith, driving into the middle, thrown inside to Bowman. She dribbles, puts it up, no good. She gets the offensive rebound, the reverse is good for Bowman. Harris will cross half court in the middle of the floor. Valpo still leading by 1. They'll hold for the last shot. 6 on the clock. Ernest top the key. Stops. 3 on the clock. Ernest drives down the right side, goes up on Bowman with the right hand, gets it to fall! Leah Ernest fading away, gets the shot to fall. Through the contact, Ernest puts the team back up by 3. 37-34, Valpo leads going into halftime. We'll take a break and be back from Van Wagner's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Birthday parties, vacations, family reunions. We've all had to postpone important activities. But taking care of your health isn't something you should put off. Wellness visits and screenings can identify health issues in the earliest stages when they're most treatable. And Northwest Medical Group is taking extra precautions to provide a safe and clean environment. We're committed to helping you stay well, and we offer both telehealth and in-person visits. Schedule an appointment today at mycarenorthwesthealth.com.
Preferred 4-1 over any other orthopedic practice in the region, Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute offers the specialized bone, joint, and muscle care needed to keep you in motion. Our world-class providers serve as the official team physicians for Valparaiso University. and we have proudly delivered specialized, experienced care throughout Northwest Indiana for more than 50 years. To learn more about Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute, visit lbji.com.
When you need trusted electrical professionals, who do you turn to? Powering America's team of NECA and IBEW contractors can help. All of our electricians have 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training to ensure the safety of your home or business electrical system. Licensed, bonded, and insured, drug-tested, and background checked. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org for a complete list of contractors, experts in residential, commercial, industrial, voice, data, video, and renewable energy projects. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org. Safely powering Northwest Indiana.
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number one stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
When you need trusted electrical professionals, who do you turn to? Powering America's team of NECA and IBEW contractors can help. All of our electricians have 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training to ensure the safety of your home or business electrical system. Licensed, bonded, and insured, drug-tested, and background checked. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org for a complete list of contractors, experts in residential, commercial, industrial, voice, data, video, and renewable energy projects. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org. Safely powering Northwest Indiana.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsell here live on YouTube for this Valparaiso Women's Basketball Conference matchup between the Beacons and the Illinois State Redbirds. A crazy first half and a crazy second quarter. Leah Ernest with 14 points in the second quarter, keeping her team up by 3 when they were up by as much as 13 in the first quarter. Started out the game on a 13-2-0 run, and Valpo has led the entire way, besides when Illinois State tied the game for a very, very brief moment where Leah Ernest went on court and got an and one. But Leah Ernest, 21 first half points, 7 for 13 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal as well. She has a plus minus of 6 on the game. It has been quite the game for Leah Ernest. We've seen a lot of balanced scoring on the season from the Beacons, but today it has been all Leah Ernest. Nevaeh Jackson and Ava Interante are the second leading scorers with 5 apiece. Olivia Brown has 3, and Sanaya Jackson has 1. Illinois State shot 10 free throws in that first quarter, only 2 in the second quarter, which was good on the half of the Beacons. Only 3 fouls on the team in that second quarter. But Ernest in that second quarter, like I said, 14 points on 6 for 9 shooting, 1 for 1 from 3, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds, 6 of her 7 rebounds coming in that second quarter. The only other person who scored a point in that second quarter was Sanaya Jackson, where she made a singular free throw. But overall, Valpo doing a good job defending in the paint, only allowing 8 points in the paint from Illinois State. They have given up 5 threes on 5 of 13 shooting from beyond the arc for Illinois State. Valpo also 5 of 13 from beyond the arc. So teams Sharon Blows from beyond the arc, and very similar stats overall. Valpo 12 for 27 from the field. Illinois State 10 for 26 from the field. Points off of turnovers are pretty much the same. Points in the paint are pretty much the same. Second chance points are knotted up at 6. Valpo's biggest lead of the game, like I said before, 13 points. Biggest scoring run, 13 points as well for Valpo. There's been one tie in this game, and Valpo has held the lead for 18 minutes and 36 seconds of this game. Valpo has struggled in the third quarter so far this season, and we will discuss that a little bit further after this break. We'll be right back from Van Wagen's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Every piece of land has a story.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor, as he does everything to make
My yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R because
We really are trying to create this homestead.
there are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com, castrac.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
How do you make the most?
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number one stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
When you need trusted electrical professionals, who do you turn to? Powering America's team of NECA and IBEW contractors can help. All of our electricians have 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training to ensure the safety of your home or business electrical system. Licensed, bonded, and insured, drug-tested, and background checked. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org for a complete list of contractors, experts in residential, commercial, industrial, voice, data, video, and renewable energy projects. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org. Safely powering Northwest Indiana.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena here on the campus of Illinois State. Is Valpo with a very strong first half, and most specifically, Leah Ernest with a very strong first half. 21 points in the first half for Leah Ernest, but Valpo, a very strong start to this game, 13 points. A 13-point run to start out this game for the Beacons. They're up by 3 going into halftime, but the biggest kryptonite for Valpo on the season has been the third quarter. On the season, Valpo has been outscored by 97 in the third quarter on the season, averaging by just over 4 points in the quarter. Typically, you would not be happy to see an average of losing by 4 points in a game in a quarter is not a very pretty sight. So we'll see if the Beacons can have a strong third quarter today, as that's going to be the key to victory for the Beacons. They've struggled to come out strong in the second half. I mean, a very high energy here in Sefco Arena overall. The Illinois State fans showing up strong for this game. So let's see if Valpo will come out with some energy in the second half. And let's see if Leah Ernest can continue to dominate this game. Like we said, 21 points in that first half. Typically, you're happy to see 21 points from a player in an entire game. Let's take a look at the Valley scoreboard around the conference. Southern Illinois beating Indiana State 80-70. Northern Iowa with a comeback win against Murray State in Murray, Kentucky, 89-87. the high scoring out there in Missouri State takes down Evansville 73-56. Evansville was up by 2 going into the fourth quarter, and then Missouri State wins that fourth quarter 20-6. And UIC putting a beat down on Bradley, winning 68-47. Bradley struggling as of late, as their last win coming against Evansville on February 3rd, against Evansville, winning that one by 7. As the teams come back to the court, and we will take another break, and we'll be right back from Van Wagen's Local Sports Radio Network.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning jumbo wings, bigger beers, and better food and drink values all week long. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. We're so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily lunch food and drink specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub at 501 North Silhavy in Valparaiso, and online at wingsetc.com.
Sit back and relax with Royal Excursion. We are celebrating 20 years of serving the Michiana area with reliable transportation for any occasion. Travel in comfort and style for weddings, team events, parties, winery tours, and day trips to Chicago. The opportunities are endless. Journey with Royal Excursion and create memories along the way.
Birthday parties, vacations, family reunions. We've all had to postpone important activities, but taking care of your health isn't something you should put off. Wellness visits and screenings can identify health issues in the earliest stages when they're most treatable. And Northwest Medical Group is taking extra precautions to provide a safe and clean environment. We're committed to helping you stay well, and we offer both telehealth and in-person visits. Schedule an appointment today at mycarenorthwesthealth.com.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsell here on the campus of Illinois State University for this Valparaiso women's basketball conference matchup between the Beacons and the Illinois State Redbirds. Valpo leading 37-34 in this one. It's going to be Valpo ball to start out this second half. Like I mentioned before, Valpo has struggled in the third quarter this season. So let's see if they can come out with some energy. Really strong offense to start out the game. But in that second quarter, struggled a little bit, and Leah Ernest single-handedly kept her team in the game, scoring 14 of their 15 points in the second quarter. As teams looking to trade blows back and forth, and Illinois State looking to take advantage of a weak third quarter from the Beacons. Valpo 4-9 in conference on the season, coming off of a loss to Evansville 2 games ago. I think a lot of teams coming in a little bit flat against this Beacons team, thinking that they're not as good as they really are. Nevaeh Jackson will pass it in. Some foul trouble overall for the Beacons. Sanaya Jackson and Layla Gold have 3 fouls apiece. And Ella Van Welden picked up 2 in the first half. Pass goes into Interanti. She's at the top of the key. Hand off to Ernest. Ernest driving in on Bullman. She goes up with the right hand. She's fouled to go to the line to shoot 2. Leah Ernest doing her best impression of Giannis Antetokounmpo today. She's getting to the line with ease and going up hard. So Kate Bullman picks up her first foul today. And Ernest will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is good. Coach Evans telling Nevaeh Jackson and Layla to go back on the court, and they stay in the paint as Ernest knocks down the second one, so it ends up not mattering. It's very loud in here, not easy to hear. As Bowman top the key, swings it out to Dowell on the right wing. Dowell moving to the middle, swings out to Alsma. Alsma jabs, gets a Dowell. Dowell blows by Ernest. She's blocked by Nevaeh Jackson. Jackson gets the rebound, she'll slow it down. Pass to Interante, she's on the left wing, moving in the middle. Gold on the right wing finds Ernest. Ernest pump fake top the key. Blows by Dowell. The ball is knocked on the ground, and Nevaeh Jackson dives on the ball to force a jump ball. As Ernest having a dominating game, but still needs to share the ball, as all the focus will be on her. Maya Wong will cross half court in the middle of the floor. Swung out to Alsma, back to Wong. Wong hand off to Dowell at the top of the key. Dowell throws to Bowman, and it goes out of bounds. Right back to Valpo. Strong defense starting out this third quarter. Ernest will pass it in to Interante, as that's the 6th turnover on Illinois State. They've taken care of the ball a lot better since the first quarter. Interante to Ernest. Ernest on the left wing. Pass to Sanaya Jackson. Jackson driving middle, stops at the free throw line. Kicked out Interante. Pump fake. Drives down the right side of the paint. Lays it up with the right hand. No good. Wong will push the pace up the court. Crosses half court on the near side. Wong gets a screen from Wilson. Now to Bowman. Bowman looking down low to Wilson. Deflected by Ernest and stolen by Ernest. Ernest pushing the pace. Driving in on Wong. Kicked out to Interante. She puts up a 3 from the left wing. That's an air ball. I believe it got tipped by Illinois State on the shot. Not the best shot for the Beacons. As Wong will take it up the court, crosses half court in the middle of the floor. Hand off to Dowell. Dowell top of the key. Thrown to Wilson, left elbow. Jabs going in on Gold. Goes up with the right hand and gets it to fall is Wilson. No help for Layla Gold on the defensive end, as Gold trying to stay out of foul trouble as she has 3. Nevaeh Jackson on the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Passes to Ernest. Ernest on the left wing, Bowman guarding her tightly. Ernest jabs past Nevaeh Jackson right wing. Driving in on Dowell, stops at the free throw line, turns around to her sister in the corner. She puts up a 3. You betcha! Sanaya Jackson, an open look from the corner, knocks it home. 42-36 Valpo. Wong, hand off to Dowell right wing to Bowman top the key. Bowman finds Alsma on the left wing. She drives the middle, stops at the free throw line, pass back out to Dowell. Dowell to Wong, looking inside. Gets a screen from Wilson. Wilson was open on the roll, doesn't get the pass. Now Dowell goes up with the right hand and gets it to fall. Shannon Dowell, a freshman, averaging 7.6 points per game. Hand off to Gold. Gold at the top of the key. Passes to Ernest. Ernest on the right wing. Pump fake. Driving in. Goes up with the right hand. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Bowman got Ernest on the body. It was clean on the block. As the Illinois State fans not happy with it. As Ernest wasn't called for a couple fouls earlier in the game, as she'll shoot 2. Ernest on the game, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. She makes the first. Let's make it 24 points for Ernest. Ernest's second free throw is good, nothing but net. 44-38 Valpo. Ernest with 4 third quarter points so far. Dowell top of the key, handoff Bowman. Bowman back to Dowell. Dowell shifts over to the left side of the court. Passes to Wong, extended left wing. Driving to the middle of the floor, looking inside to Wilson. She gets it there. Jabs. Now pass to Alsma. She puts up a 3. That's good. Alsma, a pure stroke from the right wing. Interante, left wing, pass to Ernest. Ernest puts the ball on the floor, crosses over, blows by Bowman. Goes up with the left hand. She's fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. So Ernest will go to the line to shoot 2 more. A clear foul that time on Bowman. As Coffey will check in, I believe, for Bowman, as she just picked up her 3rd foul. Ernest blowing by Bowman with ease. So Ernest will go to the line to shoot 2. Her 11th and 12th free throw attempts of the game. Her first one is good. Ernest has just matched her career high of 26 points. We have 16 minutes left in this game. She misses the second. Due to miss one more was Ernest. So it's 45-41 Valpo leading. Wong near half court, hands off to Alsma. Alsma to Coffey on the right wing. Coffey to Wong left wing. Wong driving middle, stops top the key, back out to the three-point line. Pass into Wilson is poked away by Sanaya Jackson. Mid-range jumper for Wilson, air ball. Interante pushing the pace, finds Sanaya Jackson, and she'll throw it away as the pass was a little strong from Interante, and Jackson trying to get it to Gold in the corner. Didn't have a firm grip on the ball and was a wild pass. 6:13 left to go in the third quarter. Valpo still up by 4. Wong passed to Coffey, left elbow, and a foul called on the interior. It's going to be on Layla Gold. That's her 4th. So Katie Byer will check in for the first time today. And Gold will go to the bench. Wong will pass it in. Finds Coffey on the right wing. Back to Wong in the corner. She puts up a 3. That's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Byer. Leah had some contact with Wong on the three-point attempt, but no foul was called. Handoff Nevaeh Jackson. Jackson at the free throw line, turns around, back out to the three-point line. Nevaeh Jackson still with the dribble to Ernest, top the key. Pump fake. Jabs. Passes it over. Now Interante driving down the right side, stops, goes up on Wong, that's no good, rebounded by Wilson. Interante, another forced look on the inside. As Dowell will drive baseline, crosses over, going up on Jackson, her layup is good. 45-43, Valpo still leads. Jill Harris will check into the game. No field goals in the last 2.5 minutes for the Beacons. Only 1 field goal in this third quarter. Byer left wing. Looking inside, nothing there. Pass to Ernest on the right wing. She pump fakes, jabs, nothing there. Now we'll go in on Wilson to Nevaeh Jackson from the left wing for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Byer. Byer turns around, will reset to Ernest. Ernest driving in on Wilson to the left hand. Crosses over, kicks to the corner. Nevaeh Jackson in the corner, driving in on Dowell. She's fouled. That's the 4th foul on Illinois State. We'll have immediate timeout on the court. Let's see if Valpo can end their no field goal drought of 3 minutes. We'll be right back in a minute from Van Wagner's Local Sports Radio Network.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com.
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number 1 stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURthesource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Hey Valpo sports fans, Castonia Tractor is proud to be a sponsor of Valpo Athletics. They're also proud to be the oldest John Deere dealer in Indiana. With 5 locations serving the northwest corner of the state, they can help you make the right calls for your home turf, court, or field. Visit castrac.com to shop their equipment selection. Taking a look at the stat sheet as we're halfway through the third quarter at Sefco Arena on the campus of Illinois State University. Valpo leading 45-43. They will have the ball coming out of this timeout, but taking a look at the third quarter stats, Valpo 1 for 5 from the field, but they've got 6 free throw attempts, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. And All of those coming from Leah Ernest, as she has matched her career high of 26 points, but Illinois State coming into this third quarter strong, 4 for 7 from the field. Valpo needs to figure out their offense. Have had some good looks, just have not knocked them home. Taking a look, still haven't gotten my answers of what everyone's favorite sauce to have on their wings. Not to dip in, the sauce on the wings. What is your favorite sauce? Preferably add wings, etc. Grill and Pub Valparaiso. But the team's ready to get back onto the court as Illinois State has adjusted defensively. Kate Bowman was getting burned by Leah Ernest. Leah Ernest got her to 3 fouls, which is big for the Beacons. Bowman, a big rebounding threat. And now Deanna Wilson guarding Ernest, and Ernest struggling to score on Wilson. Wilson, a very talented defender, already a block on Ernest today. As on the court for Valpo will be Ernest Byer, Nevaeh Jackson, Sanaya Jackson, and Jill Harris. Harris will pass it into Ernest. Ernest with Wilson guarding, pass fake. Ernest kick out to Byer. Byer pump fake, drives down left side, stops, and she travels. Gets her feet caught under her and falls to the ground. Gives Illinois State a chance to tie or take the lead. The 8th turnover for the Beacons today. Wong crosses half the court on the far side, pass to Coffey. Coffey pass fake into Wilson. Poked free by Byer as Wilson will retain possession. Now Dowell will drive in on Byer. She's fouled and can't get the layup to fall. That touched every part of the rim and went out. As Byer will pick up the foul. So Dowell will go to the line to shoot 2. Today, she's not taken any free throws. 84.5% free throw shooter. Her first one is good. As Dowell looking to tie the game for the first time since the first half. Dowell's second free throw is no good, rebounded by Ernest. Ernest finds Harris. Harris pushing the pace, crosses the court. Half court in the middle of the floor. Sanaya Jackson on the right wing, trying to drive in on Alsma. Byer top the key. Byer pass to Sanaya Jackson. She drives down the right side. Stops in the corner. Ernest will put up a 3. That's just strong. Rebounded by Dowell. Dowell pushes the pace with her team down by 1. Dowell stops, passes to Wong. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Alsma left wing. Driving middle, stops at the free throw line, puts up a jumper. That's no good, rebounded by Jill Harris. As she loses control and it's knocked out of bounds by Deanna Wilson, it's going to stay with Valpo, and Olivia Brown will check in for Nevaeh Jackson. So Valpo still up 45-44. Ernest will pass it into Harris. Ernest got the 26 points early in this second half, but hasn't scored since. Harris picks up the dribble, passes to Ernest. Ernest on the left wing, pass back to Harris, top of the key. Harris pass to Brown, top of the key now, and now to Sanaya Jackson. She jabs, drives to the left side, into Ernest at the corner. Ernest crosses over on Wilson, stops, pump fake, pass out Sanaya Jackson. She puts up a 3 from the right wing. You betcha! Sanaya Jackson puts up a 3. Timeout call by Mary Evans. As all the attraction going to Ernest, and she will pick up the assist. Ernest, 26 points, 8 rebounds, and that's her first assist of the game. We're going to take a media timeout, and we'll be right back from Van Wagen's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there's with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshments, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to CEFCU Arena here on the campus of Illinois State. Mary Evans just calling a timeout for her team as they lead 48-44. Sanaya Jackson, 2 huge three-pointers in this third quarter, as that is her 6 of her 7 points have come in this quarter. She is playing with 3 fouls, so has to be careful. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. She also has a rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals for Sanaya Jackson as well. But you can't forget about Leah Ernest. 26 points, 8 total rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block as well. Layla Gold on the game with 2 blocks. Valpo has 4 blocks total on the game, as it has been the Leah Ernest show here at CEFCU Arena. She has tied her career high in the third quarter. She tied it with about 6.5 left in the third quarter. As the team's set to get back onto the court, it's going to be Illinois State ball. Just a reminder, Illinois State, only 1 loss at home this season. Valpo has led the entire way. 25 minutes and 13 seconds of the lead for Valpo. Illinois State tied it up once. As Lenz will take it up the court. She crosses half court, 3:20 left in the third quarter. Coffey on the left wing, pass fake, skip pass out to Lenz. Lenz drives in on Brown, goes behind the back, stops, turns, and she is fouled by Brown. Coach Evans not happy with the call, puts her hands on her head. Only the 3rd team foul for the Beacons. That's Brown's first foul of the game. Coffey will pass it in. Lob pass up to Lenz on the right wing. Lenz not picked up, doesn't take the shot. Wong gets the pass into Wilson. She's double teamed. Blows by Ernest and now throws a pass up to Lenz as she catches it by her fingertips. Almost goes to the backcourt. Lenz puts the floater up and in. So it looked like a travel and no call. Harris crosses half court. 48-46 Valpo. Harris to Ernest. Ernest picked up by Wilson. Now to Sanaya Jackson. Jackson drives in, kicks to the corner. Harris pump fake, no shot. Jackson right wing, still with the ball. Finds Ernest. She has an open look, doesn't take it. Crosses over, drives middle, goes up with the right hand, and is knocked out of bounds on Illinois State. Coach Evans got in my way. Couldn't quite see what happened. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 2:29 left to go. Ernest blew by Deanna Wilson, but the help was there. Byer gets in the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Pass goes to Brown. Brown, pump fake. Goes up with the left hand. It's way too late. No shot. So it's going to be Illinois State ball, a chance to tie the game once again. All the points coming from Sanaya Jackson and Leah Ernest in this third quarter. It was the same in the second quarter as well. Lenz left wing, looking inside, nothing there, pass to Smith. Smith looking down low as well. Skip pass into the corner. Wong, close out fast, and now pass to Lenz. An open look from the left wing for Lenz is good. That's Illinois State's first lead of the game, 49-48, as Lenz was left wide open for 3. Harris top the key. Valpo looking to get the lead right back. Ernest top the key. Pump fake, finds Harris. Harris crosses over, gets Maya Wong to slip, and she misses the wide open layup. Maya Wong was on skates. Lenz pushes the pace, out to the corner. Back to Lenz on the right wing. Harris missed a great look. Coffee, throw inside to Wilson. She has an open look. The shot's no good from the defense with Byer from behind. Harris is probably kicking herself for missing that layup. There was no one within 5 feet of her on that layup attempt. Ernest left wing, jabs, 15 on the shot clock, 1:15 left in the third quarter. Byer top the key to Sanaya Jackson. Jackson drives in, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to fall. Almost had the offensive rebound, Illinois State corrals it. Lends to Smith. Smith crosses over, now kick back out to Wong. Wong to Wilson. Wilson is going to be fouled at the free throw line. Let's see if they give her shots. They're not going to. It's going to be on Jill Harris. Carolyn Waite will check in for the Redbirds as well. Olivia Brown and Katie Byer will check out. Valpo has not scored in 2.5 minutes. Lenz will pass it in for the Redbirds. As the pass goes into Coffee. Coffee to Lenz. Lenz in the corner, driving in on Ernest, back out to Coffee. Coffee to Smith, top of the key, driving in on Harris. Stops, picks up her dribble. She has pressure on her. Still no pass, and it's knocked free by Ernest on the pass to Lenz. 6 on the shot clock. It's going to stay with Illinois State. So Illinois State holding on to the lead, 49-48. Lends the pass it in for the Redbirds. Finds Coffee. Coffee to Smith. Smith driving on Sanaya Jackson. Crosses over, loses her dribble, has to put one up. That's no good, rebounded by Ernest. Ernest pushing the pace. Coach Evans saying she wants one shot. It's only 3 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Harris holds the ball at half court. So we'll wait till there's 10 on the shot clock to run a play. Valpo hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Harris to Ernest. Ernest has a lane, now kick to the corner. Nevaeh Jackson for 3, that's short. Rebounded by Wilson, 7 seconds left in the quarter. Wilson pushing the pace. She's slowed down, 3 people around her. Lenz has to put up a deep 3 and it's blocked by Emma Teka. 49-48, Illinois State leads their first lead of the game. Valpo needs to find another source of scoring. Ernest and Sanaya Jackson are the only points in the second and third quarter from the Beacons. We'll be right back and see what the Beacons have in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back from Van Wagner's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning jumbo wings, bigger beers, and better food and drink values all week long. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. We're so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily lunch food and drink specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub at 501 North Silhaven in Valparaiso and online at wingsetc.com.
Sit back and relax with Royal Excursion. We are celebrating 20 years of serving the Michiana area with reliable transportation for any occasion. Travel in comfort and style for weddings, team events, parties, winery tours, and day trips to Chicago. The opportunities are endless. Journey with Royal Excursion and create memories along the way.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsell. Here on the call for this women's basketball conference matchup between the Valparaiso Beacons and Illinois State Redbirds. Valpo has led almost the entire way, and Illinois State took the lead for the first time with 2 minutes left in that third quarter, and no one scored for the last 2 minutes of that quarter. After that, Valpo, a couple good looks after that, unable to convert. Jill Harris had Maya Wong stumble into the ground and botched the layup attempt with the left hand. But Valpo overall playing a very strong game. But since the first quarter, no one else has scored besides Leah Ernest and Sanaya Jackson. Ernest, a very slow first quarter, and was good and very strong in the second quarter. So let's see if we can see the same theme in the second half for the Beacons as they survive that illustrious third quarter. Has only lost that one by 4 points. So let's see if Valpo can finish strong here in the fourth quarter. Nevaeh Jackson will pass it in from half court. Jackson gets it to Harris. Harris at the top of the key, moves to the left side. Hand off to Ernest. Ernest driving in on Wilson, stops at the free throw line, crosses over, hesitates. Backing down, Wilson stops, turns, goes up with the right hand, no good. Teka with the offensive rebound, lays it up, no good, and a foul is called after the shot, so Teka will go to the line to shoot two. Waite was just using her behind to defend Teka. Can't do that, and Teka will go to the line to shoot two. Teka on the season has only taken 7 free throws. She's made 6 of them. So her first free throw is good. So we're back tied at 49. Teka's second free throw is up and good. So Valpo has retaken the lead 50-49. Lenz will take it up the court for the Redbirds. This pass from Lenz goes to Wilson. Wilson on the right wing to Dowell. Dowell moving it to the middle to Bullman. Bullman to Lenz, left wing, looking inside, nothing there. Lenz finds Bullman, they'll go high-low. Back to Lenz in the corner. Lenz stops, turns around, resets. Out to Dowell on the right wing, pump fake, driving in on Nevaeh Jackson, and she's fouled on the drive. 9:22 left in the game. That's the first foul of the quarter. Nevaeh Jackson's second foul. Wilson will pass it in to Lenz. Lenz to the top of the key, out to Bullman. Bullman, skip pass is stolen by Sanaya Jackson. She's on a fast break. Doesn't have numbers, she'll slow it down. Harris will reset the offense, 9:10 left. Harris to Ernest. Ernest with a mismatch with Waite guarding her. Backing down Waite, Ernest goes up with the reverse. She lays it up and in! Leah Ernest with a career high of 28. Coach Evans wants a foul, no call. As Waite was pushing around Leah Ernest. Nevaeh Jackson with Wilson guarding her, and a foul is called, and Wilson will go to the line to shoot two. Coach Evans wants a charge. As Deanna Wilson initiated all the contact, Nevaeh Jackson was standing straight up, and Wilson dropped a shoulder into Nevaeh Jackson as she picks up her third foul. As Coach Evans will talk to the referee, and Wilson will shoot two. Wilson shooting her 9th and 10th attempts as she misses the first. I was listening to the Valpo sideline saying Wilson traveled as well, and there was no call. Wilson's second free throw is good. So 50-52, Valpo leads. Harris crosses half court. Handoff Sanaya Jackson. Jackson looking inside to Van Welden, nothing there. Picked up her dribble, finds Ernest. Ernest at the top of the key with the dribble. Look inside to Van Welden, is stolen by Dowell. Bad pass by Ernest. Illinois State on the fast break. Dowell mid-range jumper on the transition. Jumper is no good. A Puget, as Soren Burkholder would call it. Pull-up jumper in transition. Harris crosses half court in the middle. Pass goes to Teka. Teka left wing. We'll give it to Sanaya Jackson. Jackson on the right wing finds Ernest. She puts up a three from the corner. That's an air ball. And knocked out of bounds. It stays with Valpo as it goes off the knee of Dowell. Ernest stands and looks and thinks, what happened? As the student section letting Ernest hear it. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass goes into Van Welden. Van Welden brings it back to the middle, thrown to Harris. Harris driving by Lenz. She's fouled by Lenz. So the shot clock will reset to 20 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Shout out to our listeners out there. Claire and Kritzia staying strong the entire broadcast. Harris will pass the ball in with 8 minutes left, 20 on the shot clock. Harris finds Teka in the corner. She puts up a wide open look for three. You betcha! Emma Teka with a huge three. 55-50 Valpo. Lenz near half court on the near side. Moves towards the right wing at the three-point line. Stops at the top of the key to Dowell. Dowell pump fake, drives on Ernest, crosses over. Kicks to the corner, knocked free by Teka. It's going to stay with Illinois State. Valpo leads by 5 with 7:42 left to go. Deja Smith will check in for the Redbirds. She will get Dowell. Bowman will pass it in deep down near the baseline from the sideline as it goes into Lenz. Lenz resets near half court. 10 on the shot clock. Lenz gets a screen from Wong. Wong pops out. Now Lenz will drive middle. Looking inside, nothing there. Bowman an open look from the left wing for three. That's good. As Wilson dragged Teka to the ground under the hoop and no call. 55-53 Valpo, a big three from Bowman. Pass goes to Teka. Teka pump fake. Skip pass out to Ernest. She pump fakes, driving in on Wilson, has the baseline. Goes up on Wilson, no foul call, but she gets a shot to fall. Leah Ernest now with 30 points on the game. Lenz top of the key. Hand off Bowman. Bowman pump fake, driving in on Harris. Goes up on Van Welden, the shot is no go, but a foul called on Van Welden. Van Welden will pick up her third. Kate Bowman will shoot two, 71% free throw shooter. Her first attempts of the day. Bowman knocks down the first. They said three. Bowman's second free throw is no good, rebounded by Van Welden. Valpo still leads by 3, 57-54. Harris, 3 feet behind the three-point line at the top of the key. Harris will set up the offense, finds Van Welden. She puts up a three from the left wing. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Wong. Wong crosses half court, a good look for Van Welden, can't convert. Wong brings it to the middle of the court to Bowman. Bowman looking inside, skip pass out to Lenz. Lenz pump fake, drives baseline, mid-range jumper from Lenz. Off the back rim, no good, rebounded Sanaya Jackson. Ernest will take it up the court. She has Bowman guarding her. Driving in on Bowman, stops, goes up on Bowman. She gets a layup to fall. Finishing through the contact, Leah Ernest. No foul once again. Bowman is in foul trouble. 59-54 Valpo. Hand off to Smith. Ernest has 32. Wilson, left elbow. Driving in on Van Welden. Stops, spins, goes up and is fouled. She'll go to line to shoot two. As Wilson created the contact once again, but they call it. Goes on Emma Teka with contact on the arm. Teka was standing straight with her arms up. Wilson will go to line to shoot two. Two more. It's going to be her 11th and 12th free throw attempts of the game. Wilson's first free throw is good. Wilson, 12 points on the game. She's only 2 for 8 from the field. And now 8 for 11 from the free throw line. Now make that 9 for 12. It's back to a 3-point game. Harris takes it up the court. She crosses the timeline. Harris setting up on the Redbird logo. To Van Welden, left wing. She's guarded tightly by Wilson. Thrown inside to Sanaya Jackson, to Ernest. Ernest almost loses the ball. Valpo reset. Ernest on the right wing. Bowman guarding her. Ernest likes the matchup. She drives baseline, stops, passes to Sanaya Jackson. Open look from the left wing. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Lenz looking inside to Bowman. It's knocked free by Sanaya Jackson, and a miscommunication under the hoop, and it goes out of bounds. And they're going to give the ball to Valpo. As the refs are going to discuss it, Valpo said Valpo said it went off the foot of a Redbird player, as the shot clock needs to be corrected on the floor. So it's going to be Illinois State ball after Valpo got the steal. A bad miscommunication. Valpo wants to travel, and Deanna Wilson goes up with a layup, no foul called. That was the most obvious one today, and they don't call it. Ernest to Tech on the corner, pump fake, driving in to Ella Van Welden, a beautiful pass, and she's blocked by Bowman. Van Welden goes to the ground. A beautiful block by Bowman. Bowman has the ball, passes to Lenz. Valpo still up 3. Bowman top the key to Smith. Smith right wing, moving towards the middle of the court. To Wong. Wong drives to the middle, pass back to Lenz on the left wing, near the 3-point arc. Driving middle, stops at the free throw line, pump fake. Out to Wong. She has an open look for 3. She flops to the ground, and Van Welden's going to be called for the foul. So Wong's going to go to line to shoot 3. Van Welden got in the space of Maya Wong on the 3-point jumper. She will go to line to shoot 3 with a chance to tie the game once again. We'll be right back from Van Wagner's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshments, made to chill.
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the number 1 stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURthesource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsaw here for this Valpo women's basketball conference matchup between the Beacons and Illinois State Redbirds. Maya Wong about to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws after the foul on Ella Van Welden. That was her 4th foul of the game. So Valpo up 59-56 for Wong, a chance to tie the game. She's a very good free throw shooter, 83% on the season. Listeners asking for a new question, but the last time I asked a question, no one answered. But I'll ask, what's your favorite color? How about that? If you don't answer that one, no more questions. Taking a look at the stat sheet, Leah Ernest, 32 points on 10 of 18 shooting, 2 for 4 from 3, 10 for 12 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds for her as well, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. An incredible game for Leah Ernest. And leading the way for the Redbirds, Deanna Wilson, 13 points for her. Kate Bowman with 11. She's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, and she seems to hit them at the biggest moments. Overall, though, Valpo has done a good job on the glass, out-rebounding Illinois State 30-27. In this third quarter, Valpo 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 4 from beyond the arc, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Illinois State only 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. Wong will be at the line to shoot 3. The sneaky player for Illinois State today, Deja Smith. She's only played 17 minutes and 56 seconds, but when she's been in the game, she's plus 12. First free throw is good for Wong. Second free throw from Wong is good. So now Wong will have a chance to tie the game. Wong's last free throw is good, so we're tied at 59. Harris will take the ball up the court for the Beacons. Harris at the top of the key, finds Ernest. Ernest with Bullman guarding her. She likes this matchup. Not taking advantage yet. Now drives in, kicks out to Tekka. Tekka pump fake, now to Sanaya Jackson left wing. 10 on the shot clock. Jackson driving in on Smith, lays it up. No good. And a foul is going to be called on Sanaya Jackson from behind. Coach Evans not happy with the no foul call. And that's going to be the 5th foul on the Beacons, so Wong will go to the line to shoot 2 more. So Wong will shoot 2. First one is off the front rim and good. People ask about my favorite colors. My favorite color is green. So Wong will shoot 1 more. For a chance to give her team a 2-point lead. It's good. So Illinois State living and dying by the free throw. A 7-0 run for Illinois State over the last minute and a half. Valpo was up by as much as 5 in this 4th quarter. Ernest on the left wing to Tekka. Tekka pump fake to Gold in the corner. Gold jabs, back to Tekka. Tekka to Sanaya Jackson. Jackson driving in on Smith, backs it back out, picks up the dribble. 9 on the shot clock. Ernest drives in on Bullman. She goes up with the left hand, no foul call. Coach Evans is livid, letting the ref hear it. It looked like Bullman had all hand, and Coach Evans gets a technical foul. As Leah Ernest was slapped on the arm on that last layup attempt. Not sure what Coach Evans said. So Illinois State will shoot 2 technical free throws. It's not great timing. First free throw from Wong is good. As Wong's second free throw is good. So Illinois State, their biggest lead of the game at 4. In the 4th quarter last time out, Illinois State was down by 10 against UIC in a very, very controversial ending in terms of some calls down the stretch going Illinois State's way. Bullman left wing. She moves to the middle. Picks up her dribble inside to Wilson. Wilson backing down. Gold, she lays it up and in. Coach Evans wants to travel, no call. Illinois State up by 6. An 11-0 run for Illinois State. Nevaeh Jackson will check back in for the Beacons. Harris to Tekka. Tekka to Ernest. Ernest puts up a 3 from the left corner. That's short, rebounded by Bullman. Ernest putting pressure on Bullman, bounce pass to Lenz. Lenz to Wong. Wong pushing the pace, she's on the right wing. Crosses over, going in on Tekka, stops on the block, out to Bullman. She puts up a 3, that's no good. Rebounded by Wilson, she lays it up and in. Harris will cross half court as the Beacons are down by 8. Tekka left wing, she puts up a 3 from the left wing. That's no good off the back rim, rebounded by Wilson. Valpo panicking now down the stretch now that they're down by 8. So Illinois State pulling away in this one with a 13-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Smith lets the ball go out of bounds. The timeout will be called by Coach Evans, and we will take a break here as well. We'll be right back from Van Wagenen's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshments, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Seppu Arena as Illinois State is now on a 13-0 run after Valpo went up by as much as 5 in this 4th quarter, and Illinois State has gotten a string of calls going their way and now have taken over this game. Valpo's going to bring some high pressure. Ray Redmond checking into the game for the first time today. Bullman will pass it into Wong. Redmond guarding Wong tightly. And Redmond's going to get called for a foul. As Wong just drives into Ray Redmond, and Redmond called for the block. And Layla Gold will check back in for the Beacons. She will get Ray Redmond. And Wong will look to put her team up by 10. Wong has shot 7 free throws this quarter, make it her 8th and 9th attempts in the 4th. Wong's second free throw is good. So there's 2.5 left and Valpo is down by 10. Harris crosses over, goes up with the left hand, can't get it to fall. Wong swatted down at the ball and there was no call. And that was the most blatant one today. Wong near half court. She's going to slow it down, a 15-0 run for Illinois State. Wong backing down on Sanaya Jackson, crossover moving to the left side. Wong guarded tightly by Sanaya Jackson for a solid 15 seconds, and there's no 5-second call. And now Deja Smith will get the shot to fall and a foul through contact of Layla Gold. So make it a 17-0 run. Deja Smith will shoot one more. Valpo was up by as much as 5 in this 4th quarter, and they are now down by 12. And Layla Gold just picked up her 5th foul. And Ray Redmond will check in for Gold. The last foul called on Illinois State was with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Deja Smith's and one free throw is good. So Illinois State up by 13. Harris hands off to Ernest. Ernest crosses over, goes in on Bullman. She lays it up, no good. And Wilson is going to be fouled under the hoop. Another very soft call. It's going to be on Ray Redmond. I'm at a loss for words. As Wilson will go to the line to shoot 2. Wilson's first free throw is good. In this 4th quarter, Illinois State is shooting their 17th and 18th free throw attempts. Wilson's second free throw is good. And I'd like to remind you, Valpo has not been intentionally fouling. Harris at the top of the key. Hands it to Ernest, right wing. Ernest resets top of the key. Driving in on Bullman, out to Nevaeh Jackson, pump fake. Now to Ray Redmond. Redmond drives middle, kicks back out. A 3 from Sanaya Jackson is good. And a timeout called from Mary Evans. So a 20-3 run, a 20-0 run has been put to an end. As that's Valpo's first basket in 4.5 minutes. 30-second timeout called by Mary Evans as the Beacons are down by 12. Illinois State, like I mentioned, 18 free throws in this 4th quarter. Valpo has not intentionally fouled once. Illinois State has not been called for a foul since the 8-minute mark in this 4th quarter. As Valpo will press, Pass goes across the baseline to Bowman, and she'll pass it into Wong. And now Wong is trapped on the sideline, and a jump ball is called. It's going to go to Illinois State. As Coach Evans wants her team to match up, as Illinois State bringing some people in the backcourt. As the pass goes out of bounds, it's going to go to Valpo. So Valpo down by 12 with the ball. Minute 21 left to go. It's going to take a miracle. Valpo needs to start putting up some threes. As Harris crosses over, hands off to Ernest. Ernest driving in on Bowman. Stops, turns around, she's double teamed. Now she steps through and lays it up, no good. Rebounded Illinois State, a fourth shot from Leah Ernest. Wong is trapped in the backcourt, passes to Deja Smith, she crosses. And now she is swarmed and falls to the ground hard. So that's the closest Valpo's had to an intentional foul, as the fans are asking for Beacon and Lewis to check into the game. Just remind you, it's Beacon and Blaze. So Deja Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Smith on the game, 2 for 3 from the line. Smith's first free throw, ready to go. It's up and good, nothing but net. And Smith set to go for the second free throw. Illinois State sending all their players back just to avoid any sort of fast break home run play. Smith's second free throw is good, so Illinois State back up by 14, 76-62. Both teams just about at their average in scoring on the season. Harris picks up her dribble on the block. Has to kick it back out, gets Ernest. Ernest hands off to Sanaya Jackson. She puts up a 3 from the right wing. That's off the back rim. Kicked out and rebounded by Ernest. Ernest stops, puts a fadeaway jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Bowman, and there's a foul called under the hoop. The first one called of the game. First one called since the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter on Illinois State. Not even sure who the foul was on. Harris passes to the corner into Interante. Interante drives middle, goes up and is fouled. They're not going to count the shot. So that's only the fourth foul of the quarter on Illinois State. They called a block on Wong, but the block would be when Interante went up for the contact on the shot. As the refs will discuss if they're going to count it. Interante gathered the ball to go up for the shot. And they're going to give her 2 shots, but she made the shot. So the referee's telling Coach Evans that Interante traveled, but she was in the act of shooting when she was fouled. But I'm not sure, because Interante was fouled. At first they said it was on the floor. Interante made the basket, and then they said she was shooting, and they're giving her 2 shots, but Interante made the shot. So the refs are saying that Interante traveled after she was fouled, but it was in the act of shooting. So Ray Redmond will check into the game for the Beacons, and they're going to give Interante 2 shots. Shot out. Aaron Levitt give me the explanation is if Interante misses both free throws, the fans get jersey mics as she makes the first. So back to a 13-point game. Interante getting booed as the fans wanted their free jersey mics. Interante's second free throw is good. So Valpo going to bring a press. Raven Ray Redmond checking into the game, and a timeout call by Kristen Gillespie. And take a 30-second timeout. Let's take a look at the stats for the game. Leah Ernest, a career high 32 points on 10 for 23 shooting. A lot of those shots down the stretch through a lot of contact, just not getting the foul call. But beyond that, no Valpo players. The only other player in double figures for Valpo was Sanaya Jackson with 10 points. Right behind her was Interante with 7 points. She's 1 for 6, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The Illinois State on the game has shot 34 free throws, 18 of them coming in the fourth quarter. Scratch that, 20 free throws in the fourth quarter. Valpo finishing this game 1 of their last 12 on field goals. Valpo just shot their first free throws of the second half, of this fourth quarter, just this past possession. As pass goes in, it's stolen by Harris, and she steps out of bounds. Valpo bringing a lot of pressure on this inbound. And Lenz will pass it in. Skip pass goes up to Wong. She gathers it, and she'll dribble around. And she's fouled by Nevaeh Jackson. I don't know why Valpo's fouling, down by 12. And Interante will check into the game for Ray Redmond. And Bowman will check in for the Redbirds. She'll get Dowell.
By long to the line for the Redbirds, 2 shots.
Wong's first free throw is good. He's told to read everyone's favorite colors. Dark green, pastel pink, blue, purple, macaroni and cheese yellow. As Wong misses both makes both free throws, so make it 78-64 Illinois State. Ernest pushing the pace, she stops on the right wing. Driving on Bowman, she spins, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to fall. And Smith passes to Bowman. Bowman crosses half court, and she's going to dribble it out. Illinois State's going to come away with a 78-64 win. Valpo is up by 5 at one point in the fourth quarter, but Illinois State pulling away late in this game. A disappointing loss for the Beacons. We're going to take a break, and we will start our post-game show afterward. We'll be right back from Van Wagner's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Experience all that John Deere has to offer at Castonia Tractor. Visit us online at castrac.com.
Saturdays are made for football, and when the game is on, we're finally off. Off duty, offline, out of office. A cracked Coors Light is our do not disturb message to the world. On game day, we don't think about the 9 to 5, but worry about the 4th and 1. So this Saturday, grab a Coors Light, press play on some pigskin, and pause on everything else. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, made to chill. 2021 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Hey, you! Don't do it! Don't take that job when you can have a career.
I'd love a career, but where?
At First Source Bank, we offer a variety of fulfilling career opportunities, schedule flexibility, good pay and benefits, educational opportunities for personal growth, and a chance to work with amazing people just like yourself. Join us.
Learn more at firstsource.com/careers. That's the #1 stsource.com. An equal opportunity employer. Male, female, disabled, veteran.
When you need trusted electrical professionals, who do you turn to? Powering America's team of NECA and IBEW contractors can help. All of our electricians have 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training to ensure the safety of your home or business electrical system. Licensed, bonded, and insured, drug-tested, and background checked. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org for a complete list of contractors, experts in residential, commercial, industrial, voice, data, video, and renewable energy projects. Visit poweringnorthwestindiana.org. Safely powering Northwest Indiana.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURthesource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsell. As we are getting into our post-game show for this one, Valpo led almost the entire way, and Illinois State came back strong in the fourth quarter. Illinois State coming away with a 78-64 win. Valpo was up by 5 in the fourth quarter at one point, and I hate to say it, but the refs took over this game. Illinois State went 20 for 22 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. I mean, Valpo shot 20 free throws in the game. Illinois State shot more free throws in the fourth quarter than Valpo did in the entire game. Illinois State only called for 4 fouls in the fourth quarter, and Valpo shot 8 3-pointers, and those were kind of desperation chucks down the stretch. They went 5 for 20 in that fourth quarter and only shot 4 free throws overall. I mean, taking a look at the stat sheet leading the way for Illinois State, Deanna Wilson with 19 points, but she shot 4 for 11 from the field because she shot 14 free throws. Maya Wong shot 11 free throws in the fourth quarter, went 11 for 11. She had 17 points. She took 3 shots and had 17 points on the game. You can interpret that however you may want, but Illinois State on the game shot 42.6% from the field, 42.1% from 3, and 83.3% from the free throw line. Valpo shot 10 more shots than Illinois State, and a lot of that is because of the free throws that Illinois State took. Listener Drew says 22 free throws in a quarter is literally rigged. And Claire says, who are your favorite 2 listeners of the game? I'm going to have to give that to Claire and Pritzia. But taking a look at the stats for Valpo, Leah Ernest, 32 points today, 10 for 24 shooting. A lot of those shots coming at the end. Very efficient for Ernest until the end of the game, where she had to force a lot of shots. 13 rebounds for her as well, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block for her. Valpo took care of the ball today. Only 11 turnovers on the entire game. Only out-rebounded by 4 by Illinois State. Won the offensive rebounding category, 8 rebounds to 5. Points off turnovers were even the whole way, 11 points off turnovers for both sides. Illinois State, 20 points in the paint, Valpo 18 points in the paint. Second chain points, Valpo 13, Illinois State 8, 10 fast break points apiece for both sides. Biggest lead of the game for Illinois State was 15. Valpo had a 13-point lead to start out this game. 3 lead changes, 3 times this game was tied. Valpo led the game for 31 minutes and 28 seconds and lost this one by 14 points. As overall on this game, I mean, a lot to unpack, and I believe the Valpo coaching staff is going to head home pretty frustrated on this one. We're going to take a break, and we'll break down other scores around the conference and answer any questions that our listeners may have. So during this 1-minute break, put out all the questions that you may have. We'll be back in a minute or so from Van Wagen's Valpo Sports Radio Network.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Preferred 4-1 over any other orthopedic practice in the region, Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute offers the specialized bone, joint, and muscle care needed to keep you in motion. Our world-class providers serve as the official team physicians for Valparaiso University, and we have proudly delivered specialized, experienced care throughout Northwest Indiana for more than 50 years. To learn more about Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute, visit lbji.com.
Live on WVUR 95.1 FM and streaming on WVURTheSource.com, you're listening to the Valpo Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Sefco Arena. I'm Noah Godsall here at the postgame show. Valpo fell to Illinois State 78-64. A good fight from the Beacons overall, and you can really see how close that they are to being great. A lot of talent on this team facing up against a very good Illinois State team who did not play a bad game, and Valpo led almost the entire way. Let's take a look at the Valley scoreboard on the women's side. Drake beating Belmont by 6 in Nashville, and like we've mentioned before, UIC beating Bradley by 21, 68-47. Missouri State beating Evansville on the road 73-56. Northern Iowa beating Murray State by 2. Southern Illinois winning 80-70 at Indiana State. Illinois State beating Valparaiso 78-64. Questions from our listeners. What color are your socks? They're gray. What's your middle name, Noah? My middle name is Patrick. Did you have fun? I did have fun. It's always a blast calling these games. What's Newton doing right now? I'm not sure. Is it true your perm is fake? I do not own, or I don't have a perm. Next time, can Claire call the game? No. Do you like basketball or Sarah Moore? I like Sarah Moore. Next time, can you sing? No. And can I hold a basketball with one hand? I can hold a women's-sized basketball with one hand, but I cannot hold a men's-sized basketball with one hand. If that's enough details for you. But down the stretch, Valpo just needs to play better. They need to be more careful with fouls, but a lot of 50-50 calls going in favor of Illinois State. Valpo lost that final quarter by 17 points. Illinois State shot 18 more free throws than Valpo in that fourth quarter. We may see a completely different story if Illinois State gets a little less foul calls and Valpo gets more foul calls. Completely different game. Who's better, Beacon or Lewis? Beacon, because Lewis does not exist. Listener Cooler says, your perm is real? Question mark. I don't have a perm. Listener Drew said, would you rather Valpo wins the championship or Ben Cricky gets drafted as a Hall of Fame career? I don't know. Those are both pretty cool outcomes, but I answered your question, Gritsia. But we're gonna wrap it up here at Sefco Arena as Valpo is going to head back home for a tough 2 games, one against second place Belmont on Thursday at 6 p.m. in the Arc, and then a rematch against UIC on Sunday at 1 p.m. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to the game today, and stay tuned to the Valpo Sports Radio Network as the men's basketball team will be facing off against the Indiana State Sycamores on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Myself and Soren Burkholder will have the call for that one on Wednesday. Pre-game show starting at 6:45. We want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors who made today's broadcast possible, including Castonia Tractor, Wings, etc., Lakeshore Bone and Joint, Northwest Health, First Source Bank, Culver's IBEW, Royal Excursion, and Ticket Smarter. Tonight's presentation of Valparaiso men's basketball has been an exclusive presentation of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. The general manager of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment for Valpo Athletics is Tuesday Monsoon. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Valparaiso women's basketball on the Source 95 WVUR. And any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of WVUR is prohibited. The general manager of WVUR is Addie Bates. The sports director for WVUR is Noah Godsell. And the assistant sports director for WVUR is Soren Burkholder. Once again, your final score from Sefco Arena is Valparaiso 64, Illinois State 78. I'm Noah Godsell. Thank you for listening to another presentation of Valparaiso Beacons Basketball on the Valpo Sports Radio Network. Enjoy what's left of your Saturday. God bless. And as my good friend John Korn always says, good night and goodbye. See you next time.
That was another presentation of Beacon Athletics on WVUR The Source 95, the Valpo Sports Radio Network. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of 95.1 The Source is prohibited. We thank you for listening to today's contest as we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming on WVUR The Source 95, the official home of Beacon Athletics.